Hello, everyone. All right, today's the day. I've got to get started on this series of, what am I calling it? 3-Yard Thursdays. Here are the 8 bundles of 3 yards that I will be using for this series. I will tag my first, I would add it to this playlist because I already made a video showing you the individual pieces of fabric, but it's just here's a quick overview. I took over my crusty, what do you call this table? Coffee table. There's Garden Party. There's Botany by Allie. There's Berry and Pine by Lila Boutique. Here's something I curated myself, and I'm calling it Cheddar and Wine. How about that? And then we have a fig tree combo. And this one I got at Festival, and it's all 3 are by different designers, so I titled it It's Fall. This one I got from Miriam at Stitch Obsessed. They're different designers, and I titled it Blooms and Butterflies. And this one is an AGF fabric it's a line called Little Clementine. So if you noticed, I numbered each bundle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm putting them on a wheel. And actually I got 2 wheels going, so let's get to that. So just a quick reminder on the book that I'm using for this 3-Yard Thursday series. I'm using The Magic of 3-Yard Quilts from Fabric Cafe. And here's a picture of the back of the book so that way you can see what we're looking at. Each of these quilts have been added. Each of the names. See how that's Allure, Dazzle. Can you see that? Delight, Flights of Fancy. Hello. I put those in a wheel, so let's check it out. All right, everyone. I hope that my voice is recording. Here are the 2 wheels. On the left side of the screen is the wheels for the patterns in the book, and the right side of the the right side of the screen are the names and numbers of the fabric combinations. All right, here goes nothing. Which shall we do first? Let's do the pattern name. Okay, it looks like we are doing a fascination. Ooh, fascination has stars. This is the one that we're going to be doing. Which fabric combo do you hope for? This is going to be a tough one. Which fabric combo are we hoping for? All right, something with big print, because this part here, it looks like it's big print, right? Which fabric combo has big print? Maybe Cheddar and Wine or Fall. That's a big print. All right, let's hope we get a good one. Okay, let's get to it. Which fabric combo are we going to work with for fascination? Let's see, which is it going to be? Garden Party. Woohoo! Garden Party. That's the one with the butterflies and strawberries. All right. Let's take a look at that fabric. Okay, so let's take a closer look at Fascination by Donna Robertson from Fabric Cafe. So, we have fabric 1, fabric 2, fabric 3. And they used their big print for fabric 1. And then they used a lighter print for fabric 2. And they used a dark print for fabric 3. So let's look at Garden Party. This was Garden Party right here. See Garden Party, number 1. And here's a big print. Oh, look, there's hummingbirds in it too. I don't think I noticed those hummingbirds. I knew it had butterflies and strawberries. How precious. This is going to be pretty. So this definitely is going to be fabric number 1 because it has the most print on here. And then we have these 2 here. Which do you think I should use for fabric 2 and fabric 3? I'm liking these strawberries a whole lot more than these little butterflies. And in their pattern, they used a fabric 3. See how they're whole? See how they're whole in there in the square? I'm thinking I want to use the strawberries for that square, that whole complete. You see how it is a square and a square, right? I'm thinking I want to use the strawberries to be whole. So that way you can see the strawberry print. More of it. Does that make sense? Instead of more of the butterflies. So I think I'm going to put the strawberries as my fabric 3 and the butterflies as my fabric 2. That way, when I do these stars, oh, well, I don't know, maybe not, because then that means that the stars will be, oh, I've got some thinking to do. Because if I put the butterflies as fabric 2, if I put these butterflies as fabric 2, then that means that will be the star. They will be in the star. We will see what I do. All right. I know there was some people that left some subscribers, new subscribers of mine, and some my friends from Discord. Some of them were saying, hopefully, some comments I read anyhow, some comments that I read said that they were anxious and excited for this series and hope that they would follow along. And so I hope so too. So once again, I'm using the book, The Magic of 3-Yard Quilts. I am using the pattern Fascination. All right, let's see what I come up with, huh? I got started on my 3-yard quilt, Fascination by Fabric Cafe. I decided to start with the strip assembly first. I had forgotten how fun and quick and mindless sewing strip assemblies can be. This is just what the doctor ordered for tonight. I need to decompress from school and dinner and chores. I've got today's Wednesday night. I just was watching the Chicky Quilters. Check them out. They are funny. All right, so I went ahead and decided to follow the formula that Fabric Cafe did as far as Fabric 1, Fabric 2, and Fabric 3. I went ahead and decided to use the darker fabric for Fabric 3. Earlier, I had stated that I was thinking of switching the fabrics and doing the lighter fabric as Fabric 3 and the darker fabric as Fabric 2. But I started looking at the pattern and I was like, you know what, Fabric Cafe, they're onto something with color choice and as far as lights and darks. So I'm going to trust that, I'm going to trust Fabric Cafe, and I'm going to do what they're advising to do as far as the darks and lights. So here is the strip assembly, and I'll show you the blocks when I get done. My block B is complete from my 3-yard quilt. Look how cute these strawberries are. Oh my gosh. They look delish. Let me show you what this block looks like in the pattern in the book. So these are the blocks that I just completed right there. So there's 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it went by pretty quick. These blocks, I was reading, these star blocks, the pattern wants me to make, I don't know, some ridiculous amount of half square triangles. And I'm not feeling that. So I'm going to see if I can do some quilt math and see if I can, instead of doing half square triangles, I'm going to see if I can do flying geese and do it the Eleanor Burns way of no, what do you call it? What's the word for it? No scraps, no waste. Other Eleanor, oh my gosh, Eleanor Burns way. See if I have enough fabric, because I'm pretty sure one of the reasons why they're asking us to do the individual half square triangles is maybe to save fabric, because it is a 3-yard quilt and they're trying to make the most out of a yard. So before I do any cutting for those stars, I'm going to do some quilt math. And I'll let you know what I end up doing. All right, we'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Remember to sew something today. It's great therapy. Love you guys. Stay tuned for part 2.